Hi everybody, welcome to Outro Initiative, aka Draw for Initiative. This is my dear friend Tina and I'm Sarah, the artist behind Pinselgeschichten. We are, of course, painting board games because after you played them, you gotta paint them. The game today is Kingdom Death, which is a very special miniature game. This is just the booklet, like rules and stuff. The box is like you could build a house with it. It's huge. We didn't bring it to the studio. It's really massive. This game is for 1 to 4 players. There is a setting for 5 or 6 players later in the game, but you usually start out with 1 to 4. You should be about 18 years old or up if you want to play this game, because it's pretty, well, let's say, showing when it comes to the artwork. It might be considered gruesome or a lot of gory or sexuality, nudity, that kind of stuff. So I'd say 18 years is an appropriate age to deal with it.
Or you should be at least adult in mind.
Yes, that too. And a round takes you about an hour or 2, depending on how quick you play, how well you are rolling dice, and how many players are at the table. What did you think of this very special episode? I cannot really ask you what were you thinking about your painting, because this is the 20th episode. It's a special one.
We have a special for you.
But what did you want to...
I think we can now, show the surprise or tell about it. We actually have 2 paintings for you this time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2 settings from the game, early in the game, so...
No spoilers?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call that spoiler.
No.
And we tried something really, really new. We made a cooperation where Sarah was so nice as to care for the colors, and I just did the scratchy part with the outlining.
If you scratch the just, then I agree with you. You did not just do the line work. It's a lot of work, let me tell you.
Well, still your part was, for me, the more amazing one, but
thank you.
You're gonna be able to judge for yourselves.
Yes.
We are going to show you both pictures. One of those we painted the traditional way. I made the outlines. Sarah was just during the painting, just like
I'm using you as a coloring book illustrator.
That's actually a nice idea.
I know.
And for the second, we switched things up a little.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah started out with the colors after a sketch of mine, and I had to fill in the line work afterwards. And, well, see for yourself.
Yeah. And here we are.
Yay!
Let's paint.
Just one thing up front, I'm still recovering from a cold I got, of course, at the beginning of my vacation week. So, but it's
any
better.
coughing is due to still recovering. Also, another note, the names on the lower bar just indicate this time who started that piece. It might happen, it very likely will happen, that we switch places at one point. I can tell the future, you know?
The mind of editing.
Yes. So the idea was to have kind of like a backwards painting this time round, and have one quote-unquote traditional painting. So as we told you in the podcast, both of us start out with the outlines and sketches and then inking before coloring. And we thought it would be kind of funny and also a real challenge for the both of us to go backwards with one painting.
And we were so right, we couldn't guess it.
That was this is the stream on the right-hand side, just saying there, and on the left-hand side, you, my dear, are outlining and doing the sketching.
Yeah.
I really liked what you produced there with that puppet that what's it called?
Puppet.
A puppet, right?
Yeah.
I had the German name in my head, and I was like, there's something like that in English as well. Is there? No,
I'm
it's
with
not.
with the album Master of the Puppets, but yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, so it was. Did you find it difficult to stay spoiler free with the ideas that you came up with for this
I
painting?
had the ideas beforehand quite a while ago, and it was harder for me to decide whether this might be a spoiler for some people or not. And short disclaimer, we had quite a lengthy discussion, including Daniel, whether this might be seen as a spoiler or not by some people. And we just decided it's so minor, since it's usually all for the first mission. So nope.
Not a spoiler.
Nope. And on both pictures you will see the lion, which will appear in the first mission. That's right where you enter the game. So
you pretty much opened the book and the first thing.
Yeah.
I think it was even page 2 that there was the lion there. So we don't consider that a spoiler, but I remember we talked. It feels to me like for hours about it, like on again, off again, like again and again, thinking about is this a spoiler? Is there a chance that people might get mad at us?
On the other side, if you are going to get King and Death for you and spend that money, you are probably going to know at least a little about it, and this should be included there.
But I don't remember. The Time Stories game was kind of like that, us discussing so much about what can we do. We desperately want to stay as spoiler-free as we can. But I don't remember any other game where we had that problem, or quote-unquote problem.
Well, those are the most story-heavy games you have in your shelves. Yeah. And therefore, of course, we don't want to spoil anything of the experience for anyone. So. Yeah. Must be considered, of course. Yeah. So, how did you feel painting without any outlining?
Oh, I didn't mind. I was way more terrified to color in your painting and not ruining it, because I really liked the outline. But in the beginning, I was not really concerned with the picture on the right-hand side that I started. That was way later, like when I got to the background and like captured that cave kind of background there. I was terrified, like, are you going to be able to, make outlines visible? I tried to have a few white spaces, like especially on the waistline of all the figurines. You can see like a white thin strip there. So I left that uncolored for you. But I was actually more concerned with the background and the ground that the people will stand on, that I feared I went too dark for you to be able to work with what I gave you. On the other hand, I could not go lighter, otherwise it would work really bad with the very dark colored lion side and stuff, so it would have looked weird.
I really think you did an amazing job with capturing the atmosphere and the colors.
Thanks.
If you are guys out there getting the game and you are browsing through the manual there, you will see lots and lots of artwork. And
it's really gorgeous.
Amazing artwork. That's stuff I'm never going to be able to achieve, but I love to watch it, to look at it anyways. So, just for the sake of this thing, it's great. Yeah. And I think you captured the colors quite well, really.
Thank you.
It's nice.
I tried to stay in the same color scheme on both paintings. So one night I did color your sketch, and then the next day I painted the other paintings. So just to have it fresh in memory which colors I used. And I had to wait overnight because we used one and the same notepad there, so I had to wait for the painting to really dry for the paper not to warp. Otherwise, I would have painted it the same night. Yeah. But yeah, I really like how well you captured Daniel's facial expression when he plays. I really recognize him from your sketch there. Yeah.
I didn't feel like I did him right there. I was more proud that I got the lion there.
Oh, he was gorgeous. The lion was awesome.
Well, I had the little, you have maybe seen it in the beginning, I have the little model there in my hand, so I can just, twist it like I needed to get the perspective, and it was really, really helpful.
Yeah, but you really captured the hairline of Daniel with the, I don't know the English word, Geheimratsecken.
Yeah.
And the eyebrows and the nose, and that says Daniel to me, that combination of what you did there. So I think you captured him well.
Okay, people out there might be interested to hear what Daniel was saying about his portrait made by me. I mean, it's used by you doing that, but well, honestly, he didn't say much, which concerns me still.
No, just get used to it. He talks Sarah to you when he says, That's the Sarah talk, meaning the way we communicate. If you get a thumbs up, like a gesture there, that's more than he will ever say. So he's not a man of big words when it comes to telling you if he likes a painting or not. So
on the right hand, you can see me start and sketching the stuff I want to paint on later. I didn't do much of this. I think if I made any lines at all.
Well, let me just quickly check the very helpful book. For the left-hand side painting, we both took exactly 60 minutes, which made me giggle very hard when I was editing, like second.
Each 60 minutes?
Each of us 60 minutes. And the other painting on the right-hand side, you took 41 and I took 79, which, funny enough, if you add that, you get to 120 minutes as well. So both of the paintings took exactly to the second the same time. And on the left-hand side, we both took exactly the same
50-50, yeah.
Yeah, so it just made me giggle and math nerding out, number nerd, when I was editing this video. But I found it very interesting that we had, well, we both worked on the two paintings, and it took us exactly the same amount of time to have two very different paintings painted there.
And there begins hell for me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's not really your fault. I was just not able to work well with the nib I had later on. I'm sketching out a little there.
I remember.
First, we're talking about what you thought should be what, how I should define things. Are those females in the background? Are they not? And then I'm just going and adding the features of the people and.
The nips really misbehaved for you this time around.
Oh,
I remember.
I was so frustrated because I really loved what you did there, and I wanted to, be really good at this. And so for now,
it's the same thing for us. Whenever we come in second with something, I have the same feeling on the left stream. You have the same feeling on the right stream.
I was so desperately and frustrated with the things. So from that day on, I started on bringing my own nips and just working with that because. It actually doesn't work out well.
It just really it doesn't work to your benefit, and there really seems to be a lot of difference between left-handed people and right-handed people in how they break in their nips, and it's just not fun for you if you struggle so much with the supplies that are here. If you have some that work way more to your advantage, So.
So, you will see the first outlining I do. I wasn't satisfied with at all, like really not at all. So I had to go over the picture for a second time, do it more scribbly, and the brain tends to, when the lines are so scribbly, tends to pick the lines that it likes most. So it's a little easier. You just shouldn't overdo that.
Yeah.
Or they'll just look like sketches.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was not easy. On the right side, you see actually it's the cannibalism scene. So it's one of the scenes why we think it's just for a mature audience.
Yes.
And yeah, we had quite the dramatic scenes on the table there.
We killed you.
Yeah, no, I was dead already. You didn't want to bury me.
Yeah, we didn't want to bury you. We made the best out of you. We keep you with us. Your skin is now the leather on our shields to save us from future enemies. So
Also,
you'll always be with us.
Also, part of my character are shit now, probably.
Oh,
by now you should have dumped that.
Oh,
well, can't be done anything.
You lost your character in a really horrible round there. You were so unlucky with rolling dice that
The
night.
dice just hated
It was
me.
horrible. It was really, really hard to watch. It's just
Massacre would be a nice description for that. Yeah.
yeah, it was a total massacre.
But
yeah.
in the end, you got the lion killed.
yeah,
That was...
yeah, we made it. But at what cost? We lost you. Now you only have one other character.
Well, we will make new ones.
Yeah, but it's a dude and not a girl, and I know you like to play the girl.
If you're wondering why they got so shady eyes, that's part of the game. They actually have black tint on their eyes when they start out. So it's not just me with fighting with misbehaving nips. Well, that too, but I also wanted to add that.
Yeah.
Because I like that feature. You know, I would wear that every day if it was, you know.
Yeah, same. I really like that you remembered to put it in there because I had forgotten.
Yeah.
So I was very happy when I said, you picked up on that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and there I'm putting the faces on the floor.
Yeah.
I like how you, on the left picture, how you got the colors of your gaming table, which is the Geek table. You really got that.
Yeah, that's the felt of the vault section in our table, which actually was the scenery that we played in. So it's very fitting that the Daniel plays there with the lines like like little kids do. I mean, it fits very well.
He usually is our game maker, so it's fitting that he was the one playing with the puppet
Yes,
and the
very
lion
much,
figurine.
very much. And I mean, it incorporates him into this game experience as well. It's not just us. It's him as well. I really liked that you chose him as the puppeteer. Sorry, guys.
Well, it's more a thing that he would do than we.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, I like that you took out the hint with the white ink.
I really lost a lot of your lines on those strings on the puppet, and I really liked how the painting looked like the outline sketch, and I wanted to get it back, so I used white ink just to make sure that you can see it.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
People, if you love story-heavy, dark, gruesome games, go for it. This is the game for you. And it has so much possibilities, so many possibilities what you can do, and
it might beat you every now and then, or maybe a bit more often. That game is really difficult.
It might horribly kick you in the nuts.
Yes,
it will.
But still, it will be a nice experience, a good game night, even though you lose horribly. So let us know in the comment section below if you liked our very special 20th episode and what you thought of our change up in things this time round. We promise you on episode 30 we have another very special thing for you planned out, so stay tuned and enjoy all the games until then. See you next week, 9 a.m. CET on this channel.
Bye.
Bye.